Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Lasham briefing for Saturday, the 1st of June, 2024. As usual, we'll start with a synoptic here. This is lunchtime yesterday, and you can see this occlusion that was sat over East Anglia and into sort of central England, bringing us the overcast conditions we had, has now moved down into the English Channel in France by midnight last night, and then it's kind of fizzled out, but a trough has formed out in the English Channel as well. The high pressure that's out to the west is slowly building, slowly moving towards us, and if we run this sequence forward into tomorrow, you can see that it's starting to dominate the weather over the UK. Looking at the spot winds today, we've got 010, 15 knots at 1,000 feet just to the north of us, and to the south 020, 15. And that's influenced our decision to go on to 09 today for the operations. Looking at the sat pick, if we just run that through from about 7 o'clock this morning, you can see there's a sheet of cloud moving from the northeast towards the southwest, but I think the leading edge of it is burning off as it moves. Hopefully that'll burn back all the more as the sun gets higher and the temperatures rise. Any rain and showers today that are associated with that occlusion and the trough that's building, you can see on the rain radar here, that's well out to the east and the southeast of us, and that shouldn't affect us today. And if we run the forecast for rain throughout the day, you can see that all the way along the south coast of England, it's looking promising for a good day's flying. The local weather today, perhaps a little bit overcast. It may over-convect a little bit towards the end of the morning, but that should break up again as cloud bases rise and the sun gets back on the ground again. Temperatures today rising up to about 17, 18, a little bit warmer than yesterday. Still not quite as warm as you would expect for the 1st of June, though. The winds northeasterly, going around northerly throughout the day, like 13, 14 knots, and gusting 22, 23 knots. GFS is showing temperatures up at about 15, 16 today, with the dew point down at about 11 to 12 centigrade. And the local temperature at the moment is just on 10 centigrade, with the dew point down at 6.5. Looking out the window, you can see we've already got cumulus in sort of quite nicely formed streaks, but the cloud base is still a bit low. But you can see how that's forming and developing as the day progresses. Odium, there's no forecast today, but their METAR is 3608 knots, greater than 10k vis, overcast at 1200 feet, temperature 10, dew point 7. And Farnborough, something similar, right this moment, they've got 3505 knots, greater than 10k vis, temperature 10, dew point 7. And they have actually put out a TAF today that was issued about 41 minutes ago, and they're forecasting 36012 knots, 7 kilometers, scattered at 1600 feet, coming from about 8 o'clock onwards through till about 11 o'clock, greater than 10k visibility, with a 30% chance that temporarily in that kind of period broken at 1200 feet. Sky sight for a potential flight distance are showing certainly out of Lasham, along the south coast is probably the best place to go. And if we look at the local forecast for sky sight, they're predicting thermals up to about 3, maybe 3,500 feet above mean sea level, and up to about 3 a bit knots in strength. So yeah, a good soarable day, and for the whole day as well. Top Meteo are showing, again, that south coast area, so they kind of match up with sky sight. And if we just run the thermal chart through from 9 o'clock this morning, you can see that The climb bases are quite low to begin with, but gradually rising throughout the day, and conditions are getting better and better as the day goes on. So moving on to NOTAMs today, we'll start with the local ones. Obviously, the competition is NOTAMs 27. We have live firing range at Barton Stacey, and 32 is the danger area at the Ash Ranges. If we go a bit further afield, 7 and 8 down here, that's paragliders at Dawson, intense gliding at Ayers. 17, there's an aerobatics competition on at Compton Abbas. And if you happen to go further down towards the south coast and perhaps a little bit east of where we are, there's an air display at Goodwood, there's rocket firing in Crawley, and there's an air display at Frant. Let's have a quick look then at the airfield setup. And the bookings. Booking list is reasonably full today. We do have quite a few people on the casual list. So effectively we have 1 K21 and 1 K13 with 1 instructor on booked flying. Obviously you can't fly both of them at the same time, so one of them will be available whilst the other one's being used. There's a K21 on solo flying, a K21 on the casual list, K13 on trial lessons, and SH3, 4 and 6 have availability and can still be booked. Any instructors available, please put your name on the casual list or come out to the launch point and help out. It would be very much appreciated. The buggies, the management radios are being used to good effect. Please keep up the good work on that. And the simulator is available as per normal. There's no movements today. It's comp launch rules for aerotowing. So unless the comp flying is finished or scrubbed, it'll be aerotow only. We're setting up on runway 09 for a competition operation. The club aerotow and grid will be on the north side on the grass. The competition grid on 09 hard. Tugs landing either side of the competition grid during launching. And any club gliders returning to the airfield, right-hand circuits, correction, that should read left-hand circuits for a 09 north grass. So just to reinforce that, launching, club grid to the north here, competition grid on the runway with the tugs landing either side. And for the landing back, it'll be left-hand circuits to land on 27 grass north only for the club and non-competition gliders. And comp gliders will have the hard runway and anything south of that for their return. Just on the club grid, if we can just chat about heavier gliders or anybody who wants an early launch, please go to the hard runway, either to the front if you want an early launch, or to the back of the grid if you want to go after the competition has gone. Okay, there's already a couple of cones out there for the club grid as well, marking where you need to put your gliders. Okay, have a great day, and keep it safe and have lots of fun, and I'll see you out on the airfield. Thanks a lot.